What are the 5 fears that we all have throughout our life until we start bringing awareness to us? The 5 fears that an average person has that holds them back from achieving the success that they want. Number 1, fear of failure. Well, we've got to get used to the idea that we're all going to fail at some point. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. Every day I'm trying to fail, and I'm going to fail myself forward. So when this happens, and let's just use an example, I'm making a phone call. If I'm calling somebody in my sphere of influence and the call doesn't go well, if I'm doing a video like this and the video isn't perceived well, that's okay. Do you know why? Because I expect that some point in my life I'm going to fail in the eyes of somebody else. But by myself, just doing the action of doing a video like this, just doing the action of calling somebody in my sphere of influence and asking for business is a success. I'm totally detached from the outcome. And that creates the momentum that I need for my business, for the confidence to keep doing videos like this. And that's going to create the successes that I want. Let's go number 2, right? I wrote down the fear of trading security for the unknown. I don't know who, and I'm going to use this video as an example, I don't know who's going to watch this and say, you know what, Brent, you are correct. I don't know if there's going to be anybody that's going to say that. Maybe there's 0, but so there's a little bit of unknown there. But I'm doing this video so I can help bring people to the light of saying, hey, maybe there is somebody out there I want to listen to. And so the fear of the unknown, if I didn't do this video, who am I going to help? My intention as a leader in the real estate business, in the industry, is to help people sell more real estate and get over some of these fears. And so that's what I'm doing here. So that's a real life example, right? Video, just so you know, is totally out of my comfort zone. I don't really like doing video, but I know there's people out there that I can influence, I can help, and that really need a different perspective. So, all right, number 3, all right, the fear of being overextended. So being overextended, how about committing to a tremendous amount of things that you don't necessarily have time for? So that's overextension of your time, right? How about overextended on your finances? That's another thing. There's a fear of that. But if we do the actions that we're supposed to be doing, we control some of the time that we're allotted, then we're going to succeed on a daily basis, which is ultimately going to produce the results that we want. So I want to give you an example with that. If I time allocate 2 hours a day and to make phone calls to try to propel my business forward, and I have a fear of the phone, but I still do the actions, then I'm going to be a success that day, right? And so that's going to ultimately produce the results in the future, because however many contacts that I can make today, however many contacts I can make tomorrow and the next day, somebody's going to say yes. But it's that fear that holds us back from even starting. And that's something that you've got to be a little bit aware of saying, well, how do I just get started? And that's what I want for you guys to do, just get started. Let's go to number 4 that I wrote down, is a transition from accidental growth to intentional growth. So the accidental growth is I did one video and I spoke on it for 30 seconds, but on a whim. I was walking, through the forest or whatever, and I did a video about real estate, and it took off. It went viral, and I've got 5 listings from it. That's an accidental growth thing, because you did a video, there's a chain reaction of success. Now, intentional growth is saying, hey, I'm going to do this video. I'm going to force myself to do this video. And then hopefully somebody's going to watch it and my phone's going to ring, right? So we're being full of intentionality in order to get us propelled forward anyway. So, all right. So I think that is a huge opportunity for a lot of us is what am I thinking about? What am I learning? What videos am I watching? How am I studying the information and really trying to incorporate new things that I learn into my life? And when you do that, it's going to, be called intentional growth. Here's another one. The fear of what people might say. How are we going to be treated if we do make those phone calls? How are we going to be treated if, we door knock? How are we going to be treated if we call sphere of influence and I don't want them to think that I'm needy or I need them to send me business in order to be successful? It's the fear of what people might say. Well, at the end of the day, we don't know what they're going to say. So they could say something good and they could say something bad. But at the end of the day, unless we ask for the business, we don't know what they're going to say. So don't assume that. That's a fear that's got to get squashed in order to propel your business forward. So think about that as you're writing down a new business plan for the month, or you're staying on course for your current business plan. Let's kind of bring those fears to light, but then dispel those fears and propel your business forward. All right, this is Brent Conley, eXp Realty. I'm glad that you're watching here. If I can ever do anything to help you, please just reach out to me. Have a great day.